These are the note cards for my persuasive speech, which I will now begin. Good afternoon and welcome to each of you. I would like to welcome you here today and thank you for participating in my audience this afternoon. First, I want to introduce myself. My name is Amy Stone. I'm a full-time student at Columbia College. I'm married. I have two girls that are 12 and 15, and I'm a home educator. Now, a lot of times whenever I say I'm a home educator, I get some funny looks. People either are confused or they automatically have bad misperceptions. So today, that's a topic I'm going to be talking to you about, and I'm going to try to cover some of the common misconceptions, as well as replace those with some facts and some personal accounts. And also, I'm going to parallel homeschool kids with online college students. Okay? So who homeschools? According to National Apple Tutoring Services, there's really no set group of individuals. It's different people from all different walks of life. Just like it's different people, there's different reasons. And according to the National Center for Educational Statistics, 85% do it because of the environment, while 83% do it because of moral purposes. 73% do it because they're often dissatisfied with the public school system, and 32% give unknown causes that weren't listed, and then 21% do it because they have a child with special needs. Okay, so I homeschool personally for several reasons. The one-on-one I find is very helpful. Also, I can see where my kids are at. I can understand their development level, as well as I like to know what they're being taught. So there's several reasons. And really, a teacher in a public school system, they have a hard time because you have 20 plus kids. You have them for 60 minutes maybe in a session, 5 days a week. So it's really hard to give them that one-on-one and time that they need. Okay, and so with the who's and whys, let's look at some of the common misconceptions that people often have. The first one that I hear a lot is that these kids are under-socialized and they won't be prepared for the real world. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm smiling, but I know that not to be true. The reasons why is, according to homeschoolingstatistics.com report, 98% of kids that are homeschooled are actually involved in at least 2 or more activities every week. These range from all kinds of things, from city league sports to music lessons to church. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. My kids, actually, I would consider them very social, very outgoing, probably more so than I am. And I also have a direct quote that I would like to read to you that also pertains to this, and this is from the National Home Education Research Institute. Dr. Gary Nobles of the University of Michigan studied home-educated adults. He found that none were unemployed and none were on welfare. 94% said home education prepared them to be independent persons. 79% said it helped them to interact with individuals from different levels of society. And they were strongly supportive of the home education method, which goes to show that they're doing all right in the real world. Okay. Also, another common misconception that I hear is that parents, unless they have been to school to be a teacher, are not adequate teachers. Also, the studies refute this. You're just as capable of learning the material and helping your child as anybody else is. And there have been studies that show there's really no correlation between parents that had a degree and parents that didn't have a degree that homeschool and with their child's scores. So that kind of goes out the window. Now, I know that everybody may not be equipped to homeschool, and for those folks, they probably shouldn't. But there's many people that homeschool that are prepared and adequately sufficient. Also, I have another quote from the Scholastic Achievement of Demographic Characteristics. And it says that on average, homeschool students grades 1 to 4 perform 1 grade level above their public and private school counterparts. The achievement gap grows in grade 5, and by 8th grade, the average homeschool student performs 4 grades higher than the national average. So, and this is the average homeschool student over the course of all the tests that they've run, that they've cataloged and stuff. So that says quite a bit right there about what they're able to learn and what they're able to teach. They also scored higher on the SATs and on their ACTs than did public education kids. So, y'all are probably wondering how in the world there could be similarities between online college students and homeschool kids. Well, both have alternative choices of education other than attending a public institution. Both are able to learn successfully in a different environment. My girls, they attend an AOA Academy. They have a computer-based programming. We use all the different subjects. We're like any other, we have to use labs, we have to do different things. Just like with Columbia College, my daughter, this is her Alpha Omega page. She has to log on and synchronize. Part of her grades are graded by the school. The other part of them are graded by the computer manually. And as you can see with Columbia College, we also have to log on. A lot of similarities. Okay, another one is that we're both working towards a diploma. And one thing that I like about the school that my daughters use online is that they, just like us Columbia College students, have a choice to graduate at any campus nationwide. And they have several different campuses that you can go to. So now that I've been able to demonstrate some of the realistic facts and eliminate some of the negatives, maybe people will be able to see that everything they've heard isn't always true. I know that there will always be some degree of prejudice to it because people, if they don't understand it, a lot of times they'll begrudge it. But as with any other type of discrimination, a lot of times education is key. So maybe if somebody else comes up to you and says, well, da-da-da-da-da about homeschooling, you can say, but I know this about it. So I hope that I've been able to give you guys some good information, and I thank you for your time and attention today. Thank you.